All right, I heard the boof. I don't know if you guys can hear that boof though. You know what I'm saying? But it's really telling you something when. And I was telling Atian this through voice text. Not everything I'm gonna say now, but I'm just part of it about my health, about me not going to the Saturday party, Christmas party, which I hope that everybody has a good time and everything like that. And I'm not gonna go because I'm not feeling well. I feel weak. Yeah, it's like a flu, but it's getting better. But I have to take care of Anna, because that's the thing. And then I'm not feeling good as well. And then my toe, but it's telling you something that with my health condition the way it is, and I still want to leave my house because my wife is there. It's telling you everything right there. If you don't want to be in your house because your wife is there, okay, because your spouse is there, I'm telling you something about how you feel about your spouse and how you feel about the marriage. It's just telling you everything right there. This is going to be the last address of this, relationship, or lack of it, this year, unless something major happens, So, unless something major happens, like major. This is going to be the last one because I'm getting kind of sick and tired, like, not doing this for you guys, but I'm just getting sick and tired of the whole thing. Next year is going to be a new year, and I have my plans, and I'm sticking to my guns, meaning spiritually speaking, metaphorically speaking, I'm sticking to my plan, and I hold nothing back. I tell everybody what's going on. It's not like nobody knows. Me and RIZA just don't love each other. That's all. Me and RIZA, my wife, we don't love each other no more. That's just all there is to it. Doesn't mean that we don't care about each other, or if the other one drops dead. I mean, I'm not gonna say something like that, but we just don't love each other anymore. And don't be surprised, like I told you the other day, that if I don't need Atian's help to get somebody new. I don't need Atian's help to get somebody new. I'm just telling you right now, I don't. And don't be surprised, okay, if it comes sooner rather than later. So I'm just telling you right now. So I'm very confident in my God. I'm very confident in my skills. I'm very confident in my abilities. And I might not even need Atian's help to get somebody new. How about that? Just stay tuned for that. Just stay tuned. Just stay tuned. Because there's a lot of women in the Philippines, man. A lot of women in the Philippines that will stay more with me. Not everybody together. I'm not a Mormon. But just, that the next woman that I have, and I forgot to cut my nails, man. Goodness gracious. The next woman that I have will stay longer with me, God willing, than the man will stay with RIZA. I'll tell you that right now. Okay. You understand what I'm saying? And maybe Matthew chapter 19 will cover that under the umbrella of getting married again. I might get into that, sooner rather than later, no pun intended, also. So, I mean, I want to say, basically, an early Merry Christmas to everybody. Here in the Philippines, people play Christmas music like in July. I mean, you see Christmas commercials like in July and August, I mean, it's ridiculous. Usually people save, like, people like my brother, and don't worry, I don't have no panties here today. I mean, I went through that, guys. I borrowed some panties, not from me, but some panties, okay, from my wife. She didn't even know it, and I took it with me. And I think the title is going to be called RIZA and her panties or something like that. I don't know, I mean, it's just. By the way, also, this is a Christian ministry. And though I want people to know and understand what's going on in the United States and in the Philippines, I would say sometime during next year, all those videos of RIZA, meaning of, will be out. And videos that have to do just with RIZA in it, without the kids, will be taken off of my channel when things change. Let's just put it like that. When I'm no longer with her, she's no longer with me, and I have somebody new, all those videos are going to come down. Except for the ones with the kids, because the kids don't have nothing to do with anything. They're not at fault, with anything at all. Also, I'm going to be putting a video up there for Sean to understand that his mother never wanted him. That's going to be up there. That's gonna be up there. That's gonna be a special direct address from me to Sean. So when he's older, he's gonna find out, because I'm gonna put his name on the tag. So if he you know puts his name in on YouTube, he's gonna find it very easily. There's no other Sean Donnelly Topaya Quinones. You understand what I'm saying? That doesn't exist. Just like there doesn't exist, you know, another Angelo Kiki Rucci Quinones. That doesn't exist in the world. I mean, you have a lot of Angelo Quinoneses, but that's about it. You understand what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm gonna reveal to my son and to the whole world that RIZA, you know, Kershaw, you know, it's better that he died, you know, she said when he was in her womb near the bathroom. You know, she was pretending to smother him to death. You know, now it was okay. It might have been a joke, but you don't joke like that. You don't joke like that. You don't joke like that, or you don't lie like that. If she was doing it or not, it doesn't make a difference. Okay, you don't say those things, because if something happens to the baby in the future, you'll never forgive yourself for joking like that with your husband. But you don't see your husband crying, meaning me. You don't see your husband crying, and then you say, "Why are you crying that Sean died? It's for the best." You don't do that stuff. That he's gonna know all that. If God gives me life, he's gonna know all that. Anyway, he's gonna know that now, because this is gonna be up there anyway. So if he tags on, he looks at this message and see me revealing what RIZA really was, a bad wife, a bad mother. I mean, everybody could cook food for their children. Everybody can make milk for their children. That doesn't make you a good mother. A good mother is when you're faithful to your husband and you're faithful to your God, and then you're careful with them. Not dropping them, not flinging them on the bed like she did with Anna when she was 3 months old because she was crying too much. She threw her on the bed. And I don't care if anybody believes me or not. I'm not here to kiss anybody's ass. I'm not here to kiss your ass. If you don't believe me, you know where you could go. I know what she did, and I know what she said, and that's why I cannot wait. If it wasn't for the 150,000. Okay, I would do it quicker rather than sooner, but I don't have that money and I have to save. I don't have that money and I have to save. But if I had that money right now, go to Tatiana's office right now and say, produce to me the lawyer that you were talking about, that I have to pay 150,000. I want to see him tomorrow, or whenever he can. You understand what I'm saying? So it's still on 100%. This idea that, you know, I'm in cahoots with RIZA and stuff like that. I mean, you don't even know what the hell is going on, and that's why I have to walk 100 miles to this spot to let everybody know what's going on. I mean, it's over, and the only thing that's not separating us is time. Time is not our friend when it comes to our marriage. Our marriage is going to end at a specific. Anyway, it's gonna end. All marriages upon this world is gonna end anyway. Okay, everybody has a clock, you know, but nothing is forever. But our marriage is doomed. We cannot rekindle what we had before, if we even had it. You understand what I'm saying? She doesn't love me, and I definitely don't love this woman anymore. You just don't understand when I say that. She has been detrimental to my ministry, to me, to my life, to my well-being, to the children, to herself. Not taking care of her body, lying about that everything was right before I came over here, that she's self-employed, which just means that she's a lazy bitch and doesn't want to work. That's all it means. That's what, when you're saying you're self-employed in the Facebook or whatever, you're not employed at all. You're just a lazy bitch. That's all it is to it. So, I mean, you know, she lied about everything. She lied about her health by not even bringing it out. That she had a bad kidney. She has bad blood. Her temperature is 75 over 65. I mean, come on, man. You can't lie. I didn't lie when I told her. Listen, you know something? I told her two things. I'm legally blind. Though I have some useful eyesight, it's not like I'm not. I can't see nothing. And also, I'm not working right now. I'm not working right now. I get my check and that's it. Now, I said to her, don't worry, if we're going to be something in the future, like engaged or whatever the case may be. I didn't say it in those words, but anyway, there's no doubt that God is going to help me get a job. And he did. He got me an insurance company job. I can't give you the location. That's because of, just say Manhattan. You know, I worked in Manhattan, okay, like that. I would leave it like that. And I was an executive to executive, and I was trying to tell her, don't worry about it. I'm gonna find a job. I'm gonna use that money for the Philippines or stuff like that when I'm there, or whatever the case may be. And I sent her Western Union every single month that we were engaged, except for June, when I bought my plane tickets, which cost me $620 in equivalent of 30,000 pesos, let's say, something like that. You know. Oh, by the way, Obed, thank you for, like I said, man, giving me Juan Soto, man. I mean, he didn't do nothing for your team, but hopefully he does something for my team. So, end of discussion there. It's over. And I don't have to keep on coming here in December and January and this and that and telling you that things are the pits. Everybody knows that already. I'm in contact with Denise, my best friend in the whole world. And I hope that my other best friend in the whole world, which is tied with Denise, Gilberto, that he gets better from his car accident. I hope he's better. Denise didn't tell me anything about that. Denise, if you're listening to this, follow up. I'll send you a text anyway on Facebook, you know, on Messenger, I should say, and then I'll ask inquire about that, because you keep on forgetting to let me know how he's doing, you know. Greg, if you're out there, I love you a lot, man. That's all. And Fernando, if you're listening, you know, I'm gonna let you know when I file the papers. And I don't, you know, I don't tell my brother anything that's going on, because he has his own problems, marriage problems with Gwen. I don't want to dump on him everything, you know. But if he's listening to this, you know, he has to understand that I didn't want to tell him every time we had a fight. I never contacted my brother for anything at all, nothing about this woman. Never in my life. Why? He told me it was going to happen. He told me, if you marry that Filipina, if you go to the Philippines, you know, it's not going to last, and it's not. Everybody was right that poo-pooed me going to the Philippines. Everybody was right. But I mean, if this leads up to, because I'm here, you see, because I'm here, if it leads up to me, you understand, having somebody, now I don't know if it magnified to my face, so I'm sorry about that, you know. If this marriage, though imperfect as it was, if it leads me to someone else who's kinder, greater, more compassionate, who loves to speak to her husband, who loves to be faithful to her husband, who's good with my kids, listen, if it leads to that, then it was worth it. If it leads to somebody special, okay, outside of RIZA, I mean, well, then everything was meant to be. It's meant to be that I had the 2 kids from her, and after that is finished, and then, you know, hopefully I could keep on having kids, you know, by somebody else, you know what I mean? Because I really want more kids, you know, before God takes me home. I don't know if God's gonna take me home this year. I don't know if He could take me home today. This could be my last. Well, this is not gonna be uploaded, so I mean, you know, because I don't have any connection over here. But He could take me today. He could take me tomorrow. He could take me this year. He could take me next year, the following year. I don't know what was my time. I don't know what's my time. My time's gonna be my time. There's gonna be a last time on Facebook, a last time on YouTube, a last time for everything, man. Everything is. I mean, nothing's forever here. Nothing. But I want to leave a family behind, you know, and. Anna, you know, has her condition and her problems, and Sean, you know, I don't know who he's going to be with. I want my own family, you know. I love Sean. If you're out there, you know, I hope that you know, when you're older, that you see the light, that the people of the Tabaya family don't love you at all, that you were loved always by your father, and that's it, because I was constant. I loved you before you were born. When I picked a name for you, like around, you know, 13 or whatever years ago, or whatever it was, 13 or 15 years ago. I mean, I had Sean. I'm the one who named Sean Donnelly, and I'm the one who wanted him. And if it wasn't for me, he wouldn't have been born, because she was busy tricking me not to conceive. So if I fell into the same trap of her not conceiving from me, meaning my wife, he wouldn't have been born, because she's desperately wanted not to get pregnant. Desperately. I'm not talking about Anna, I'm talking about Sean. She didn't want Sean. She kisses his fat rear end now and stuff like that and says, I love you. But she wanted him to die. She didn't want him at all. She didn't want him, forget about dying. She didn't want even him to be born. Listen, Sean Donnelly, let me tell you something, my son. Your mother, RIZA, Tapaya, now Quinones anyway, didn't want you. didn't want you, and she knows it. She could lie and put a smirk and all this phony appearances and camouflage and all that stuff. She didn't want him. Everybody knows it. I know it. She knows it, and that's enough. Everybody knows that she didn't want Sean. And yet she kisses his rear end. She says, I love you. She gives him butterfly hugs and stuff like that, or whatever the case may be. And then when he becomes a certain age, she's not going to kiss him. She's not going to hug him. She's not going to even say, I love you, because that's the way she is. She's a cold woman. She was more like her father and mother. They have no conception how to give love, how to touch somebody, how to even touch somebody's shoulder when they're crying, how to hug somebody, how to say I love you to somebody. Not when you're making love, you say I love you and that's it. You say I love you when somebody's crying. You say I love you when somebody, you know what I'm saying? You don't say I love you when you're expecting money from the person and that's it. When you're expecting the person to pay your loans and all this hogwash. You understand what I'm saying? I came to the Philippines to somebody who is money hungry to pay her bills, and I was her ticket out. And I feel sorry for the next stupid fool. You understand what I'm saying? Because I was a stupid fool. I feel sorry for that guy. First of all, he's going to leave her anyway. He's going to dump her, and she's going to be too old to play the game on Facebook anymore. And because it happens to everybody. I was looking at people that were so young and now are either dead or so old. I'm just saying, I'm speaking now as a preacher and a Bible teacher and just a proclaimer of the Word of God, that your beauty, if you even have it, it's not forever. So she's not going to be playing the same YouTube or Facebook game on and on and on it goes. She's going to be old like a Lola one day, if she even reaches it, because she doesn't take care of herself. I mean, this girl is on some serious medication, on kidney medication. Kidney medication. And she's anemic. Her blood is bad. That means she could get cancer in the blood. Do you know what is anemia in the blood? And not only that, her blood pressure is almost non-existent. It's 75/65. That's awful. That's awful in the reverse stage. It's awful when it's too high, but it's awful when it's too low. This woman is in trouble physically. I don't know how long she has to live. I'm just saying. It could be like Juicer to 60. I don't know. You know? And by the way, there's some people on Facebook that disappeared on Facebook. Man, you're saving me the trouble. Now I'm down to 441 friends from 500 and something. Now she deleted a lot of Facebook friends because she was jealous of most of them. And yet I never even touched her account to delete people and stuff like that. I never did that. You know? You know, I caught her in the act of committing adultery and talking to another man on Facebook, meaning Ron. He's about an 80-year-old guy, and probably, you know, she asked money from him because she's very unfaithful. But Riza's about to get dumped, man. Meaning, you know, I'm just gonna get a separation, like I said before, and I don't want nobody asking me no questions. I don't want nobody asking me, oh, is Riza with you? So stop it. Stop it, please. I don't want to answer those questions anymore. I'm sick and tired of answering those questions. And then the people that ask me those questions are thinking, oh, well, she's with him, and now so they're back together. I mean, I just can't take it anymore. First of all, she's not going to go ever with me to Bogo. Ever. Unless I get a loan, and then I want to buy clothes for the kids, because I can't buy the clothes on my own, because I'll probably get the wrong size. Because Anna is very, very, you know, she's big and husky, and then my little boy is a tank. So, you know. But as for me going and seeing Atian for my money, and Atian, you know, has my card because I have a loan with her company, you know. So that's why she retained my card, you know, my Citibank card. You understand what I'm saying? And so she's no longer gonna be with me, even in Bogo. Forget about, you don't even have to ask me because it's gonna be redundant. Because she's not only gonna be with me in the office. Forget about that. She doesn't even like to go. She's probably embarrassed to death to even show up. That's why she never goes anymore. But she's not even gonna be with me in Bogo no more, shopping. There were 2 people that helped me in Metro, and that's all I need. That's all I need. I only need one of them. I don't even need the 2. You know, so I don't need her help. Now I got to be responsible and buy the things that I have in my mind and not forget. And it's hard to, you know, go into that next gear, the gear that I had before, and buying things on my own. Now I have to be responsible on my own because, you know, the buck stops with me. Now I'm gonna be responsible and no longer RIZA. And if I'm short, I gotta complain to myself. So RIZA's no longer gonna be with me. She's no longer gonna be in Jollibee with me or anything else or whatever the case may be, you know. And if you girls in Atian's office want to go one day to get some Chinese food, let's head over. Let's head over when I have some money. You understand what I'm saying? Maybe even next month, you know. I'll save some from Atian's loan and invite them to head up there or whatever the case may be. You understand what I'm saying? So that'll be nice. Oh, maybe I can head up on my own. Maybe. But I'm telling you, I'm not gonna be alone for long. I'm not gonna be alone for long. God willing. I'm telling you right now, the women in Don Pedro, all they want is a faithful guy. A responsible guy, a faithful guy, a God-fearing guy, a guy that can support her, you know, not a guy that can support everything she wants to do. No, who wants that? You want that? Well, then I'm not the person for you. Don't forget it. Don't even look at me. You gotta turn off this channel. You know what I'm saying? Because it's the same thing that RIZA got me into. I don't want that. I don't want to marry. I don't want to get rid of RIZA and then marry somebody worse or the same. I want to get better in that. I'm not gonna get married for all the rest of my life. You know, off and on like a Hollywood star. You know what I'm saying? It's not like that though. You see? So I mean, listen. This is my last video until something major happens. That's it. You know, I can't depend on RIZA no more for the kids. I can't depend on her. She doesn't talk to me. Now I'm not even talking to her. You know, she just told me something and I didn't even answer her. It was about the TV. She said, I want to turn on the TV. I want to watch TV. I want to turn on the TV. I want to watch TV. You know I didn't answer her? Because she doesn't answer me sometimes. So how did it feel? How did it feel, RIZA, for me not to even answer you anymore? When it comes to like recreational things or off the topic things or whatever the case may be, don't even talk to me. You don't talk. You don't talk to me. I'm not gonna talk to you. Now we're not gonna even talk to each other at all unless I need something or she needs something. Then I say, yeah, it's over there. Yeah, well, I need you to do this, and that's it. That's gonna be the focus of our conversation. It's not gonna be no long chummy, kiss, yum, lollipop. You understand? Let the hell with that. That's over. Yeah, I can't talk to you because you don't answer me sometimes. Because maybe you're deaf. I really think that she has a hearing problem. She snapped at my eyes one day, but I think that RIZA is hard of hearing. I really do. I really do. I don't think she can hear good. I don't think she can hear well. I really don't think so, but that's her problem. You understand what I'm saying? You know, go to Rudy Wells' office or something like that, get a bionic ear. You understand what I'm saying? Because you're not going to need it from me anyway, because I'm not going to even talk to you. Now the shoe is going to be on the other foot. Now she's going to understand how it feels like that I don't even talk to her. Now, it'll come to pass that she's going to stop talking to me about things, you know, that's outside of the realm or the scope of us needing something in the house. I need some RIZA. I'm going to see, forget about the honey. Bull crap. I'm going to say, RIZA, I need this. RIZA, can you find it, like that? And then when she needs something or baby related, then I'll answer her. But if she talks to me about any topic at all, you know, whatever, I'm not going to even answer her. Because how does the medicine taste when the medicine is in your mouth? You see, it doesn't taste too good. And that's it. That's all you got to do. That's all you got to do. That's all. I want to live it. I want to live in peace, and I want to leave Don Pedro in peace. Now, the thing is, the RIZA might have to leave. Why? Well, she just might lose the case. I mean, she just might lose the case against the other part of her family that wants to throw her fat rear end out of Don Pedro. She might have to leave. I might not pay for that. I might not pay for the house, and if I do, I might say, honey, you know, I may say, I'm sorry, RIZA. I don't want you here with me. How about that? You go where your family's gonna go on the other side of Don Pedro because you know that's your property. You go over there with them and Sean, and I stay with Anna, and you could come and cook for her and stuff like that, or I'll find somebody else. You know, money talks. You understand what I'm saying? But this idea that now is a guarantee. I'm saying it's a guarantee. I'm not saying I'm not gonna do it, but it's a guarantee because my kids are involved in it. It's a guarantee that if you lose the case, I was gonna pay for that house.
So you can stay? No, I'll pay for it, but I'm sorry, since that's not your property anymore, because of the arguments and the fights, you're going to have to go with your mother like you love so much and stuff like that, even though she doesn't kiss you, even though your mother doesn't say I love you, even though your mother hates you, and even though your mother almost killed you by causing you to collapse when you were about 7 or 10 years old. And you in turn did that to your daughter. Almost killed your daughter. That's what happened to RIZA. You understand what I'm saying? You go with them to a father who doesn't even celebrate her birthday, to a mother who doesn't even say happy birthday to RIZA when her birthday, follows through on December the 28th. I was the only one that bought a birthday cake or whatever the case may be, or whatever I bought for RIZA on December the 28th last time. We went to the beach. What did the mother do? Nothing. What did the father do? Nothing. But if you want to be with them, a whole bunch of nothingness, well, then you're going to have to pick up your fat rear end if you lose the case and get the hell out. How about that? Because I might not pay for you to stay so you can play another day. That's what I say. Hey, you understand what I'm saying? Because I don't pay to play. You're going to have to hook up with your parents on another side of Don Pedro, on the other side of the mountain. You understand what I'm saying? With all the sheep and the goats going, bah! You're going to have to go over there, because I ain't going to pay for your fat rear end to stay if you lose the case. So if you win the case, okay, well, she wins the case, that's her property. I can't do that. You understand what I'm saying? I can't do it. But if she loses the case, well, it's a good case, no pun intended, by the way. Or maybe it was, then I might escort her fat rear end. I mean, it is fat to get the hell out of my house. So she better pray. Okay, you understand what I'm saying? She better pray and count her lucky stars. You understand what I'm saying? That she win the case. Because if she doesn't win the case, okay, all right, you understand what I'm saying? Well, she might not stay in that house. Might not stay in that house. Because we're going to make a little bit of a deal. It's going to be a little bit of a bargain. Yes. When I make my separation papers and wishes and stuff like that, well, I bet you just to even get the separation from me, she'll say, yeah, I agree with that. Because she wants a separation also just like I want it. You're damn right. You understand what I'm saying? So because she wants a separation, well, I'll give it to her on certain conditions. They have to be met by the participants. You get Sean, I get Anna. I get the house, you get the hell out. You understand what I'm saying? That's just all there is to it. We can just mosey on down waiting for that separation paper to come from the government. Because I had it, man. I had it up to here with that fat bitch of a wife. I mean, I had it. I had it, man. I mean, she's like lukewarm. I have to spit her out. That's what God says about his lukewarm church. Oh, he doesn't? You never read the book of Revelation? You never read one of the letters to the churches? That he said, man, you people are like, you're not even hot or cold. And because you're not even hot or cold, I'm going to spit you out of my mouth. I'm going to vomit you out of my mouth. If you were cold, I could keep it inside. If you were hot, well, but since you're lukewarm, I'm going to vomit you out of my mouth. That's what Jesus said about the church. That was not acting like the church in Laodicea or Pergamos or something like that. You understand what I'm saying? One of those churches that were not walking uprightly. You know what I'm saying? There was only one church that he said nothing wrong against. About the 7 churches is written and recorded in Revelation chapter 2 and Revelation chapter 3. 4 churches in chapter 2 and 3 churches in chapter 3. Man, read the Bible. That's the problem with y'all. You don't read. Y'all don't read the Bible. All of y'all. I'm not talking about RIZA. All of y'all don't read the Bible. That's why you are who you are. But this idea, man, that it's going to be remaining the same way next year, I don't know, man. I'm telling you right now, next year is a very important year for me. Next year is very important. I mean, next year is critical. It'll change everything. It really will. She is stomping my Christianity. I'm not preaching in churches like I used to do, like I used to do in the United States of America. Man, I'm tied down over there, man. I'm not reaching out. I'm not furthering my ministry. She's keeping me down. She's a bad wife in the respect for the ministry, in the respect of being just a wife that knows how to love a man. She doesn't know how to love a man. Now, she was a prostitute, so she knows how to make love. I understand that. I'm the one that used to make love to her. She's a professional love maker. I understand that. She knows how to wiggle and jiggle her body. I understand. You ain't telling me nothing new. But, man, she don't know how to love, man. She doesn't go out and love the person and respects the person. Love is not only having sex. Love is honoring and being faithful to your partner. You understand what I'm saying? Come what may. And I'm telling you right now, I'm going to leave you with this. There was an omen. You know what's an omen? Like a sign. You know, like a sign. You know, from God or, you know, whatever. But there was an omen from the Lord, I think from the Lord. And because it's not a coincidence. What am I talking about? Well, I'm talking about this. This is the last thing I'll say. And with this, Happy New Year. I love you guys. I'll give you another Christmas, like a message for you know, Christmas wishes and stuff like that, or whatever the case may be. This is covering all the bases. So I hope that nobody has to ask me about RIZA again. I told you I don't love the woman. I don't. I don't, man. I can't love somebody who killed this relationship. I can't love somebody who's a killer. I can't love somebody who's so damn irresponsible with her kids. She dropped Oscar Jr., the son of the man that just died. Her ex just died and was buried. You understand what I'm saying? 6 feet under, you understand? It's going to happen to all of us, I agree. But this idea that she could say, oh, my ex is waiting, where? In hell? Okay, keep on waiting. Now that's gone. Now she ain't got no option to return back to her ex. That's gone. That's dead and buried, no pun intended. You understand what I'm saying? That's gone. That's shot. That ain't gonna happen. That ain't gonna happen. No! It's not. Ain't gonna happen no more. You understand what I'm saying? Oh, I thought so. I thought so. You understand what I'm saying? But, now what was I going to say? Mark from Missouri, which I think I'm going to contact soon. Mark from Missouri. She ruined that relationship with